Warning: this video may contain vulgar language and adult content. If you are easily offended or are susceptible to events pertaining to death, gore, family troubles, or other potential threats, then know that viewer discretion is advised. Please be safe when viewing and stop the video if you need to. Safety is far more important to us than entertainment, so please enjoy your time here with us as we explore this fantasy world.
So what are you gonna do about the rest of us then?
Like a sea hag, but a night hag.
Alright, I'm gonna do a link stab.
Do not cause trouble. This is trouble. I'm about to get bitch slapped by a halfling. Grabs him, pulls out Moonshadow, and holds it to his neck.
Let's give Biz a signal.
So you begin communicating.
The ground is eating a troll. I don't like this ground. Oh yeah, I just completely forgot.
So what do I need to roll?
You can see Rex literally eating his dice.
Yeah!
Use that frying pan as a drying pan.
Rapier stab!
You use your action to cast fly.
Fuck!
I can't.
Convey a message of what the fuck are you saying? Be quiet. I'm gonna tackle that troll and maul it to death, hopefully. I'll observe.
Got disadvantage on it. That's a 2.
You stab the one you were talking to. You hear yes. Those that are looking back, all you hear is no. You look at Ryder, nothing. You look at everyone else, turn back. He has a shovel.
Great God's War Call.
The ever so charming Ryder Hopkins.
Yeah, I almost forgot what he says.
Rex Rivers here.
Zacharis, that's me. I'm the druid.
Gopher is here.
Felix.
Jacqueline Ashriver, at your service.
And I am the DM. Welcome back to Misrolled Adventures, where the players make plans and horribly execute them. Right now, we will not have Felix in for possibly the session, or possibly only half. It really depends on when he comes back. So, we're just going to lead it back into how we kind of played it out last time, where the party was going to Greenest. Well, they actually made it to Greenest. Before we do set into the story, if you're ever interested in any tabletop RPGs or any kind of like podcast setting, then check out RPGLeague at their website, because they have tons of content creators. They also have other reviews on Dungeons and Dragons or tabletop RPGs, not just Dungeons and Dragons. They have it on White Wolf. They've got it on Star Wars. So check them out at their website at www.rpgleague.com. We are going to head right into it, everyone. So, you guys are making it to Greenest. You're about a mile out. You can see several of the buildings are repaired. The watermill is fully functioning, and it's about midday by this point, so still about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Approaching it, you can see there's a lot more bustling business going on. There's actual stands that are held out. There are actual buildings that have renovations to them with signs. Some of them have torch sconces in proper lights and different colors. It's a lot more vibrant and a lot more lively than when you first were here or when you left. You can see as well, approaching the city, there's a mass of what looks to be like a group at the southern portion of the city, kind of just waiting. And eventually the ship approaches and is just above it, and Gopher, you're currently in the control.
I pass over without looking.
Is this group of people who are below us, are they armed?
You can tell that there's a random assortment of them. There are some guards, there are...
Is that a pitchfork?
Are those torches?
You can tell that a lot of them aren't bearing weapons. There are some that just have them strapped to them, but you can tell that it's an assortment of individuals.
How high up are we?
You are 300 feet up.
Okay.
Gopher, do you lower the ship?
Do I see the port anywhere? Do I see the port anywhere?
There is no flying ship port.
All those people.
Hey, Jacqueline, don't you have that magic item that could send hummingbird messenger?
They can see us. Just
yes,
fine.
but tell them that who we are, so you know they don't.
mean, they'll see us and they'll know who we are because we haven't really been gone that long.
That's true.
Dorna's here, and
I just hope they don't attack us on sight.
Do you guys see any open land near them?
Dorna looks at Gopher. I thought you established landing. Wasn't that the whole purpose of you guys going to go talk to what's his face? The wizard guy that made this thing?
Yeah. Alright, you're right.
Well, there's not a landing per se, but we can keep it hovering at least 5 feet off the ground.
Oh.
If I remember correctly.
And moving slightly forward.
As long as it doesn't touch the ground, we're good.
That's a little window to nail 5 feet.
So I say we just get low as possible you can see. Then we just toss a rope down, then we just climb from there.
Well, yeah, that's what I established.
We jump.
Alright. I start landing the ship.
Slowly.
I messaged to Asparagus, we're fucked.
Slowly,
Free!
Okay.
Free fall.
So how high are you trying to stop the ship? 5 feet?
I'm gonna try to stop the ship 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Gives you a little bit more leeway.
You don't need a natural 20 now. You only need a 19.
No, you don't need to roll now.
Oh.
You go and continue off. Dorna is off to the side checking the ground because you're at the ship. You can't see directly how low you are. Yeah. Dorna looks. All right, just a little bit more. Just a little. Okay. Stop.
Alright, I keep my tight hand on the lever and pull it.
Okay, yeah. You stop it, and you're about like 8 feet from the ground.
Nice.
She throws over the. This is off to like the side. It's not directly in the middle of the road. There's plenty of clearing to just kind of like land the ship off to the side. But I'm guessing a meme was sent.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But throwing the roped ladder off to the side, Dorna gets off, just pulls. I guess I have to look at this now.
You're good. And stop. Alright, Captain. Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff off to scratches. SpongeBob memes.
So Zakaris spontaneously explodes.
Okay, good game, everybody. Good game.
Oh!
See you later, pal. See you on Gmod.
See you on Gmod, yeah.
He's literally dead.
Oh god. No, Dorna's the first to get off. Quinn kind of skulks back. I don't know what I should do.
I thought Gopher's gonna carry you around with your little basket.
I mean, Bina can.
Or Bina.
Who?
Because I'm assuming you guys are gonna stick together with Felix most of the time.
Gopher is responding in the far distance over by the ship. Oh yeah, just totally off in the distance.
Yeah, sure, guys.
If you ever need to go out, just make sure you use your either the Sky Self or the Jack of all trades card. No, not that.
Jack of all faces.
Thank you.
Jack of all trades, idiots.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do that, Dornell. Yeah. Okay. She gets inside the hempen basket, and Bina just kind of like lifts with a little bit of a heft, just. And
Is that you? Did you make that sound?
who?
Yeah.
No, I just said.
Yeah, that sound was a lot weirder than it sounded.
No, I sneezed at the same time he did that.
Gopher gets a little tickle in his nose and lets out this violent sneeze right as Bina picks up the basket. Going off, Bina is a little bit more difficult trying to get down the rope ladder, but it's not far enough to necessarily warrant any concern.
Nice.
So is everyone getting off then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
With the help of
Is the other crew
asparagus.
what's the other crew doing?
Throw
Are
him
they staying on the
overboard.
ship?
They're staying on the ship because they don't have any real purpose of getting off. Actually, the elven man gets off because he wants to go grab his books.
Oh, not me.
So, the only two that stayed on the ship were the tiefling woman and the human man. The group that's there, that's your very first notice, is a number of people that you recognize. There's Linan, there's her husband and two of the three kids.
Oh yeah.
You can see
We saved them.
Night Hill is there without any bandages or a walking.
Does he have an eye patch on still?
Nope. He is fully recovered. Oh no, sorry. He still does have the eye patch on though. The eye patch wasn't from the injuries. Beatty's not wrapped in bandages, and he's actually in stable condition, standing upright. His graying hair is still a very large characteristic of him, as the rest of his clothing is kind of meager, but that is due to being the governor of this city.
Wow, you're all a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, I miss seeing all of you.
In that moment, the crowd kind of like disperses slightly because there's more people. Those were the first to notice. Everyone except for Ryder can see Marilyn running towards you and is full blown like not sprinting but fast jogging. You can tell that she has a slight bump on her stomach at this point, being 3 months in advance. And it's nothing huge, but in that moment she basically runs into Ryder at full speed.
Who is not expecting it and can't see it. He's not braced at all.
So, Ryder, you are brought to the ground.
Are we getting attacked?
Yes.
You're getting attacked, you idiot.
He can't see you. He is blind.
Yes, I'm blind.
Something happened, and
It's
he
a
is
long
currently
story.
blind.
For the time being.
Not permanent. Hopefully.
After tackling you to the ground and giving you one of the deepest hugs you've probably had in a very long time, she stands up. The black hair is actually shorter now. It seems that she had it cut. It goes down to about her neck now instead of going down further towards her shoulders. It just goes to the top of the neck. It has bangs that go down to the sides and enough to just kind of push behind an ear if need be. Standing where she is, she's a little bit more tanned than before. She seems to have gotten plenty more sun than when she was doing her bandit days, and overall looks a bit more contempt and stable, unlike where she was in the ragged leather armors from before. she seems to have made a living here.
Nice. I couldn't tell any of that honestly, because you know.
Right. We'll talk about that, I guess. How's everyone else doing? It's been so long.
We're all doing fairly well, and I'm sure there are a couple people you do not recognize.
No, I don't know.
We've,
The other large man and the one with what looks to be a child hiding. Not child, but like someone hiding behind them. Pointing over to Felix and Bina with the backpack on. Or with the basket strapped.
Yes, we got a couple extras.
Well,
I see you have a little bit of an extra yourself as well.
Just a bit. People here have been more than gracious, pointing over to Night Hill. I've been trying to do my weight, but a lot of times people just kind of assist me when I try to assist them. So I do what I can, and it's been nice. Been living here, so.
Has everyone here been treating you well then? The way it's
absolutely. Handi has been incredible. He's around somewhere, but I think he's currently out actually gathering a few things from their old camp.
Handi was that monk guy, right?
No, Handi was the one that you guys killed.
Handi was the leader of the tribal camp, and he.
Right, and then he got reincarnated as a.
Sure did.
As a dwarf instead of a druid.
Right.
Gnome. He's a gnome.
The gnome.
He is surely a gnome.
I thought he was stone dwarven.
No.
Stone dwarves aren't a thing. Stone gnomes are, however.
Haha!
You're correct. Yeah, so he is stone gnomish. Got it.
Could say he has the stones now.
Anyway, let's get down to business. We need to go speak with Night Hill.
Or
He's right
Godelda.
Godelda is within the
Where?
city. She's over by the keep.
Oh, I will actually go walking that way.
My CNI tiefling, assist me.
I lead him.
I follow.
Because you can see him.
Kinda.
You can sense his presence. You're stumbling, and a lot of times when you're walking, you hit like a patch that's not fully solid flat ground, so you almost roll your ankle. It's very uncomfortable. But
I'm assuming all of us are going to the keep then.
yeah, there's a lot of the group that was there, just wasn't too sure who was actually going to be landing, but most of the city knew that Dorna had left via flying ship, so they assumed that another flying ship would be returning with her. That's why there wasn't an amassed force. Night Hill walks beside you.
We don't even have a mass on the ship.
Night Hill walks beside you.
Yeah.
I see that you made fine travel.
Oh, you scared me. I'm sorry.
Right. Something about being blind.
Yes. It's a long story. We'll explain it at the keep, though.
Fair enough.
But how's
As he
the
runs
situation?
into a tree.
How's the situation here in Greenest? Since I can't really tell.
We are prospering. We're finally getting beyond the stages of rebuilding and restructuring, and we're able to create more infrastructure. The aid of the tribal camp has been immense.
I heard they're here as well.
They've
Correct?
decided to facilitate inside of this city now. Moving.
They have
force.
merged.
Yes. They've moved into the city rather than staying as neighbors.
That is wonderful. How about the cultists? Have anything happened involving them around
We've had
here?
no troubles. We have sent a few people back to that camp that was there before, the cultists area in that.
The one in the cave kind of area, right?
The weird obstruction. There was no signs of anyone. They went inside some caves, didn't go too far, but they didn't find any signs of life or anything other than some destroyed, rotting ground that is currently being probably processed by the earth.
Good.
Making your way towards the keep, Linan and the husband and two girls are behind them. They're just casually walking. They're not actually saying anything, but they're keeping up to date with what's going on, listening in, walking beside you.
Actually, since we're walking around town, since I lost my eyesight, I want to listen to any gossips or whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and make a gossip check with advantage.
Oh my god, I've been rolling like shit with this.
You're not
frick.
person.
No, wouldn't it be with the...
That's
yeah.
perception.
Right. Where's my perception again?
-1 or +0 probably.
No, because I had... Oh, yeah, probably. Frick, where is it? Yeah, not proficient anymore, so... Just 12.
Oh no, you're proficient. You're proficient in it because you're an elf.
Was it? Right. So I am then. But not much. Okay, 14.
14. You're picking up a lot of talk about you, in fact. A lot of your group. Some people that are working kind of stop, look. There's a lot of people that are like, hey, weren't those the people that helped us before? Yeah, the one that returned left as someone else, then returned as someone else, right? Yeah, the tiefling one there. And there's just a lot of gossip about your group actually returning. There's nothing going on about, like, rumors of other threats or anything of, like, that's going on or events. It's mainly just talk amongst themselves as well as talk about you.
Okay. So, Nighthill, since I can't see either, is the statue finished?
Well, it is unfortunate that you won't be able to see because it is a work of art. We had a number of individuals from the tribal camp aid us in creating what we deem as a fair supplement to honor Escobert. And as you guys are all making your way towards the keep, you can actually see the statue.
No, I can't!
I'm not talking to you! The statue...
The rest of us.
This is the first time that Gopher or Felix would have seen this, by the way.
Okay.
There's a marble-like statue that has a dwarven man clutching onto what looks to be a shield and has an emblazoned symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet into what looks to be a chest piece. It's standing on top of a base that has some flames shooting up from the bottom of it. As you can see, there's glass panes in the bottom of this square base that shows fire going up into the statue. And there are veins going up the arms and legs that are bursting red from the fire itself.
May I do something?
Yeah.
I want to grab Ryder.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to grab Ryder, stand with, orient him facing the statue, with myself facing the statue, and whisper into his ear, show your respect, meaning show your, the fact that we are part of his group now.
Yeah. So I take out my lyre, and then I pray to the statue.
Okay. Both of your symbols are freshly shown as well because of the being on the scabbard and then being on the lyre itself. They're very prominently displayed. And there's this moment of, like, almost silence as you guys are kneeling or praying to this statue of Escobert. The Escobert statue is also different from what Rex, what Ryder would see, and Zacchaeus and Jacqueline. It is fully colored. The marble has Escobert's complexion as his dwarven self into it. There is now hair that is completely red and actually almost flowing. Like there's a design into it that seems to, like, move softly within the air. the beard coming down just barely crests above his sternum, and there's a small like gemstone that's right in the center of it that begins to like give off a slight glow. The armor pieces are polished to near shine and look to be almost metallic in nature, even though you've seen them before being completely marble. They have this metallic kind of design and feel to their look. This amount of precision and expertise is far greater than many monuments that you've seen.
Kneeling where she is, with the grandioseness, I guess, of the statue in front of her, and the meaning of what she, what she now is and is a part of. Jacqueline just finds herself subconsciously reciting the oath that she took, kind of under her breath, just while she's knelt down next to Ryder in front of the statue.
Okay.
All I'm doing is just giving my thanks.
Yeah.
I don't. Knowing Ryder, I probably won't remember the speech anyways.
Not even remotely, considering you messed up the first like 2 sentences.
You messed up the first 2 words. What are you talking about?
The first 2 words are
Hopkins, Ryder. Crap.
Yeah. He hesitated.
Shit.
I am Jordan. Wait.
Wow. As you are praying, the rest of you can kind of tell that a lot of people have. You can recognize tribal villagers because they have those markings that go down their arms in the similar patterns. So like the arrows that go up to a triangular pattern up onto their wrist that has the arrow coming down. Of them, you can recognize Gildelda as she is approaching you. Hey, it's been some time. How are you all doing?
This is the older sister, right?
Yes, this is the older sister.
The one that we nearly killed and brought back to life.
Yes.
Oh god, you guys did that?
Yes.
We did a lot of things.
We did a lot of things before you joined.
What the?
I see you doing well.
It's good to see you again.
It's nice, honestly. As funny as it may be, or rather ironic, I suppose, not having to deal with the cult makes it a lot better. Handi is extremely apologetic for everything that happened, and I am as well. So we've both been doing what we can to help as much as possible.
It is strange how things like that work out.
Under fear, a lot can sway your emotions. So, again, glad to see that you all are safe, and hope everything goes well, I suppose, as well as possible, considering what you are up against.
Hey, Gildelda.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you? I'm sorry to say this, but do you know where your sister is?
Yes, she's inside the keep. She manages a lot of transport with like because the city has actually been getting, well, the town rather, has been having more travelers approach for trade and things like that. So she's managing a lot of the permits and a lot of documentation that goes associated with that.
I see.
As she says in the keep, I take off towards the keep.
Okay.
I follow Asparagus because I can't really do anything else.
You can sense him.
He's my only way. Well, it was good. It was good talking to you again.
As you sprint off. Okay.
I as well follow them.
Okay. Do you sprint as well, or do you just walk?
I just turn to Gildelda, wave, jolly hello, goodbye, kind of nice to meet you again thing,
Mm-hmm,
and walk speedily, I guess.
Trying to keep up.
Gopher's just like, sup.
So Gopher, Felix, Bina, and Rex are the only ones standing there now, as everyone else has just kind of rushed off to the keep. If you four would like, you can absolutely come with us to the keep, but it's up to you after all. There isn't necessarily a whole lot that's going on, apart from people starting their lives again.
I'm assuming nothing really changed as much. Everything's still the same.
Well, we have new
still
homes.
progress not changing.
We have new homes, reinforced homes, foliage as well due to their nature, as well as a fair stock of food and supplies. As Gildelda here has said, the city has gotten more commerce and travel, so we have different kinds of... We have more than what we did before.
Well, it's good to hear that everything's going good for you guys for now.
It's been rough, but we've persevered through it, and we're making what we can work.
Alright. I do a quick bow to the statue and walk towards the keep.
Okay. Go for... What are you doing? Felix will follow you.
Yeah,
Felix and Bina would actually probably head towards the keep.
I was gonna say I do that. I copy Rex and follow him.
Okay, yeah, everyone's going over to the keep. First to get into it would be as Nighthill also follows you towards the keep. The first to make it would definitely be Zakaris, and then shortly after, Ryder. Zakaris, when you first enter, you can tell that the emergency preparation that was in this building has been completely reinstated. The barracks actually has a locked door behind it, but you can also see like a station where there is a fairly large, slightly thin elven man that's behind the counter there that has a lot of the weapons and supplies under lock and key, rather than it being an emergency medical center that it was before. There's individuals walking out, walking in, moving various things. They have full suits of armor on, not plate armor, but chain shirts and actual protective gear, rather than just whatever makeshift they could at the time. You also see a certain individual who is probably grown a good few inches, a little bit more well built off than he was before. He seems to be carrying some boxes. You don't see this, Ryder, because you're blind.
I mean, I'm still gonna just shout out, "Lackey!"
Oh god.
Yeah, as Ryder rushes in, screaming out "Lackey" towards a wall. The one that you saw that was fairly well built and has grown a few inches does indeed set down one of the crates, and he looks to the two of you. When did you get back? Damn it, if I knew that you were going to get back here, I would have been waiting.
We just got back today. How you been?
He says to a wall.
I turned him to face the last enemy.
Thank you.
Been doing well. I've been working hard, and I decided to give up on the alchemy that I was doing before. I tried making it again, and people were saying that they were feeling sick from it, so I stopped. I guess I must have stopped working properly.
I remember back then when I drank that potion.
And then lied to him, saying that it helped him, saying that it helped you.
Yeah. Really? Maybe it's just a few that were bad.
I don't know. I've given up on it at this point. If it's gonna hurt people, I don't want to do that. So I've just been focusing on helping move things and doing some more manual labor, as well as being more knowledgeable about my weapons, unlike before, where I would just swing them violently. So I've been doing a lot. Been doing a lot.
Good, good. I heard actually some good accomplishments from you from others in the order.
Oh, I mean, I haven't done anything yet, but I want to at some point be a member of the Order of the Gauntlet and kind of take up the same mantle that Escobert did.
I bet if he saw you now, he'd be very proud.
I hope.
And if someone like me, and I show him my lyre, if someone like me can make it in, for sure someone like you can.
You made it into the Order of the Gauntlet?
Yes.
That's incredible. Congratulations, sir. And he kind of like gives you like a bow, like out of respect. At this point, everyone else emerges at the front of the keep as well.
Oh, speaking of, do you know where Godelda is?
Oh, yeah, she's upstairs. She's been managing over a lot of the paperwork and documents and stuff.
Alright, thank you. Asparagus, shall we be off? As I said to a wall.
And I said to a wall.
You take the lackey's hand?
I shake the lackey's hand.
Oh, shake the lackey's hand. I was like, you're gonna take him up the stairs with you? Follow us. It's like Peter Pan.
Oh, God.
So everyone else gets I was just saying everyone else gets to the front of the keep and can see the pair, Zakaris and Ryder, going up the stairs.
Okay. Is the lackey still there?
Yep, lackey's still there.
I go to follow up the stairs, but I swing around and go to give the lackey a crisp high five.
Give me 1 second.
Did you give what the lackey? A crisp high five?
Yeah, crisp high five.
So you swing for a high five, yeah?
I just like put my hand up like as I'm,
Oh, okay. You put your hand up, and he misinterprets what you're trying to like gesture towards, and he just immediately like steps back, puts both hands down to his sides, and gives a very apologetic bow.
Oh, don't worry. It was a high five. I've heard about your accomplishments from others.
Done that much. I've just been helping out some and getting a little bit bigger, I suppose. My mother still won't let me leave yet, but eventually I will.
From when we first saw you, you've greatly improved. That is, in and of itself, an accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been hard. It's been tough because a lot of times I may mess up some moments, but I get through it, and it works out fine sometimes.
Very good. Learn from your mistakes, and you might one day be as good as your mentor.
That's what I hope for, at least. At least do his name proud. Thank you. They're heading towards Godelda. She's upstairs.
Yep. Keep doing the good work. Fighting the good fight.
Thank you. And he picks up the box and starts moving back towards to move it out of the way, and reorganizing the inside of the keep some. Seems they might have gotten a surplus of things, and they have to properly organize it and put it into specific areas that they're destined for, splitting between supplies, food, and then weaponry. Oh no. Everything lagged there for a second. Ooh.
Oh, did it?
Oh yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, I felt it.
Oh yeah.
Everything good now?
Yeah, everything's good now. I'm pretty sure my camera's lagging behind, but oh well.
No, it looks fine.
I saw it flicker there.
You look
for
a little
second.
bit more blurry though.
Let me turn on the light.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Turn on my lamp just in case, because it was.
Haven't turned my light off.
And Lynn here's still being ooh woo.
All right. So is everyone going up the stairs towards Godelda then?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of people going up.
These stairs remind me of everything back then.
Felix is still gone. Okay, so Bina leans in towards Felix and whispers a few things. Felix then in turn leans over to Gopher. Quinn was wondering if this is the woman that sent that notice, something about Zakara. Is this the right person?
I really don't remember.
He wasn't here for that.
I really don't remember.
It was. Wait,
I don't know.
He
Yeah, I did
he
know.
wouldn't.
He
remember.
wasn't here.
He was drunk.
Drunk? Yeah, that's why I said I don't remember. I responded with I don't remember.
That's concerning. Leans back, whispers back to Bina, who then just kind of like stretches and stretches and kind of just says some things. So, going up the stairs, you remember how annoying and monotonous these steps were as they had to travel upwards, probably a good 100 to 150 feet of just steps. So it's tiring. It takes a little bit, but it's nothing compared to those that had to climb upstairs back at the Alexander's...
The tower.
Yeah, the Alexander's tower. So, climbing up and getting there, you can tell that those that can remember Godelda, she stands at face down, looking towards a table with several documents in front of her. She's sliding some across the different piles, looking over one. You can still see the crested wooden kind of antler-styled crown that goes upwards and then goes up from the back forwards with antlers. Still wearing her rather green coated leathers, staff strapped to her back. And as you guys approach, oh, I didn't realize that you all were coming back this early. Hello?
Yes. I thought Asparagus was gonna say something, but I guess
Yeah. I was waiting for scares.
we had some business to do here, so we had to.
We
rush
heard
here.
that we heard from somebody that you have information about Sakara.
Right. It's not that I have information, it's just that
You know something?
one night, no, that would be information. I was sleeping and suddenly I had this rush. Something kept saying Zakara and that it must be done. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that was, but it was contradicting because
How long ago was this?
This
You
happened.
received this stream.
Well, a week and a half ago. Zakaris, can we speak up on the parapet?
Yep,
Okay.
definitely.
Should we all leave?
You don't have to. We'll talk from up there. You won't be able to hear us, as long as we stay somewhat more quiet. So, she goes up towards the trapdoor with the ladder going up towards the middle of it because it's just kind of like up in the center area. And rather than the makeshift ladder that they used before because it was damaged during the initial siege attack, it seems to be actually like a solid, stable pillar with a roped ladder embedded into it, so that way you can just kind of climb safer. Going up into the trapdoor, she opens it and looks down at Zakaris.
I go up.
Okay, yeah. Going up, they close the trapdoor. She steps off towards the side. I couldn't say it before, but I'm getting conflicting information. The dream I had involved someone telling me that it must be done. I don't know what that was, but I've been getting messages or been getting spoken to from our problem. And somehow she's saying not to. I don't know why. She's contradicting what's being said to me, and I'm incredibly confused. So I sent you the notice of I have something to talk about with Zakara because I don't know what to do here in this setting. And obviously I can't say that to everyone else downstairs.
No.
So...
I hold out my hand.
She takes yours? Quizzically?
I still feel her word, right?
Yep, you can still feel the word of information on her end.
Okay.
Or the word of direction, sorry.
And she obviously feels mine, and she doesn't make any weird inclination that something is different? Okay.
Nope.
I pointed my mouth, because I can't talk.
Are you okay? Did you eat something?
No.
Before?
I'm cursed, I think.
Oh. From what? What cursed you?
Our problem.
What? I need some explanation here.
I went against the directive, and I was punished for it. As were others in the group.
So they went against their directive and were punished?
Yes.
Well, that makes it more difficult. I still haven't made any ground on how to get rid of this. Maybe... I don't know. Whatever happened to Hondi is how I'm going to figure this out, but there's so many variables that I just can't ascertain what was the key cause of his change. Why he doesn't have it anymore. It could have been from him being reincarnated. It could have been from him drinking that flask. It could have been time. It could have been a failure, and that's why you're punished. I don't know. I can't... There's too many things that I don't know yet. Shren said that he found something interesting about those creatures that attacked me. And that attacked you. They're... Whatever they are, they're not alive. But they are alive. Talk to Shren. He'll know more about what those things are. He went on to saying something about gourds. He just kept saying the word gourds. I don't know why. So I've been kind of avoiding him because I don't want to necessarily drive him away from it, but he's been acting odd and more panicked, I guess.
We ran into more of these creatures in Waterdeep, of all places.
You went to Waterdeep?
We uncovered a supplier, I suppose, for the cult.
A supplier?
A man by the name of Turnitin Frost.
Okay.
He was supplying the cult with something intangible, I'm not entirely sure. But he was working with the hags, which we know are working with the cult.
Okay.
He's dead now.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I suppose. But yes.
Supply, that's at least something. I don't know what that's gonna do. You can see she kind of like rests the fingers onto the bridge of her forehead. So, what is your plan for Zakara?
I am going because Jacqueline needs to.
Okay.
And I told her I would help.
Okay. Just be careful, please. I don't know what's
Always.
going on with Zakara. I don't know what's going on with me. This curse that you apparently have. A lot of this is new information that I need to take down and put into a fair, I guess, formula. Figure out where this all stems from. Because without knowing that, I'm not going to get anywhere with recovering from it. Is this curse constant? Does it just stay on you?
I have no idea. Pondit doesn't have his anymore, which means it doesn't, but how do we get to that point?
I don't know. I haven't been giving directive from this voice, the bad one. Well, I guess you can't tell. Our voice. I haven't been giving any direction, so I don't know what my task is anymore.
I assume it's still the same.
It was, but it stopped being prevalent when you all left. So I don't know what that means.
That's... Alright.
This time when I was spoken to more than a week ago was the first time that I was in contact with that voice in over 2.5 months. So I don't know what that means.
I'm wondering if it's something about the others.
I don't know.
If you haven't been following your directive, surely you would also be in the same boat that I currently am.
That's what I figured, but, well, that's what I now kind of am confused about. Before, I just figured I'm not doing it. I'm a lost hope sort of deal, so they're just not trying, I guess. Because nothing was happening to me in those 3 months. I didn't do anything. Nothing bad happened to me.
She has an interest in the rest of them, and I don't entirely know why.
I don't know.
On a more personal note, because things are going to get worse, like they always do, there's a person looking for me, for reasons, I suppose.
Okay.
He's not bad, I don't think.
Okay.
More of that he might kill me because of past choices.
That sounds
pretty
bad.
I mean, either he's gonna kill me, I'll die somewhere else, or Maximilian will come calling.
Maximilian is...
my old patron.
Right, you told me about the situation.
Yeah. I owe him a soul, and I only have one to give, so...
Fair enough. Whatever happens, you still have a home with our camp, our tribe, which is now more or less part of the city. Stay safe. Come back alive as you can. I don't know of any man that's been asking for you, or person that's been asking for you. Do you know what they look like? Do you know their name?
I've only heard secondhand accounts from the rest of the group.
That doesn't have a lot to go off of. I'm sorry. If I find anyone that does ask for you, I'll be sure to contain them, I guess.
I wouldn't advise it. He was the one, if I remember correctly, he was the one that was keeping Maximilian out of the plane. So, probably best to let him leave if he's powerful enough to keep devils out.
Okay, fine. I'll only make note of their appearance then.
You ruined the moment.
But I got Legend of Zelda things.
You ruined the moment.
You ruined them all, DM.
Sorry, Legend of Zelda takes precedence. She leans forwards, gives you a deep hug. Like I said, you have a home here, and I don't want to see something ill come from this. We're going to figure out how to resolve what's going on between us. I'm still keeping everything a secret, because I still don't know what that's going to do.
Once everything is said and done in Zakara, I will be retiring, I think.
Well, that's good. Like I said, be safe. Zakara can be a hit or miss in this situation. I can't tell if it's good or bad. And it's too far for me to ask anyone else.
It's probably bad. Let's face it, everywhere we go is pretty fucked up. So, can't imagine it'll be too good. But we'll be safe. Always.
I mean, here's generally safe. At least.
Yeah, but we can't stay though.
Okay. Everyone else downstairs is probably getting antsy. We should head back.
Alright. I convey the important stuff to Ryder.
I knew it. Oh.
Okay. So telepathically, sending it all the important information.
Everyone just sees me crying and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Nothing. Nothing.
Ryder, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't look okay.
So everyone can see trapdoor swings open, goes down. Was anybody doing anything during this time, by the way?
Actually, no. We're at the top, right?
Yeah, you're.
Ryder was crying.
Besides that, I guess.
I was crying at a wall.
to a wall.
Go for Rex. Neither of you guys are doing anything.
Just leaning back on the wall, waiting.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Coming out from the trapdoor, you can see Godelda pulls down first, and then Zakaris follows. Sorry about that. It was just some talk about our past circumstances.
They know. They know more than we probably let on.
I nodded my head.
I'll keep that as I'll interpret that as I will. Taking a drink.
I'm more curious about your dream.
I'm
more curious about that dream that you told us before.
Right. I'm getting mixed feelings from it. It's either a positive note saying that something has to be done, or it's a negative note meaning to stay away from it. I can't tell which is which makes it difficult. I was told by Zakaris that Jacqueline, you are going to be going regardless, right?
Yes, whether it is good, whether it is bad, I must go.
Then I wish you all luck. I feel uneasy, but...
As do I.
One way or another, you'll get an answer. Either it's good or it's bad. The unknown is the more difficult part, so... You have my support for going, by all means. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, even if you weren't. So... Just stay safe, everyone. I don't know what Zakara has at its roots. On a lighter note, how has everyone been doing? I was told you guys traveled to Waterdeep. That's somewhat exciting. You stopped a supplier, I guess?
Yes. We picked up a few things. Oh my god. Please, guys. Please.
Gala, before you go, in your dreams, was it just like a simple like go to Sakara or don't go to Sakara? Is it always the same or is it different?
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I have work to do. But it was a single dream, and it was just a void-like space that kept repeating, Zakara, something must be done. Zakara, something must be done. In like a, I suppose it was more reptilian sounding. I couldn't tell what it was. It was distorted, but it was reptilian, I suppose. But that's the best I could ascertain from it. That's
Reptilian.
Why it's hard to tell.
I do not like the sound of that, but I guess we will find out once we get there.
Well, if you need anything,
Someone.
by all means, I'm here. Spend as much time as you need here, though it sounds like you're at a bit of a time crunch.
Well, since we're up here, do you know where I could find someone by the name of Shren?
Well, I know of Shren. I've spoken with Shren, and I've spoken a bit about what you had him researching in. He set up his station on the outskirts of the city so that way others wouldn't be terrified of what he's been testing. So...
Well, like us terrifying him.
Possibly that too. He's kind of a skittish man.
I know. Oh, which outskirts?
He's behind Linan's home, if you remember where that is.
Yeah, well, I do, but I just can't see.
If it helps, Ryder, I will go with you.
Alright, thank you. I'm gonna have to talk with him about a few things.
I would as well like to see emphasis on see Shren as well.
Alright, well, I'll be heading over there with Jacqueline then. You guys can take care of the business here with Night Hill. And, alright, Jacqueline, lead the way.
Sure.
Alright then. What's everyone else doing?
Gopher is drinking in a corner.
And I'm sitting in a corner, just looking at the corner.
Just staring at the corner.
Dude, are you
He's
time out?
lost without his alchemy jug.
I don't have.
He is lost.
I don't have my alchemy jug.
Sir, do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
All right then. My name is
Okay,
Godelva
Gopher.
as well. His name is Gopher. Okay. Gopher, sir, if you need anything, then you can ask for me. I'll be here probably. And that moment, Felix kind of pitches in. My name's Felix Lysander. This is my partner, Bina. And I don't know anything about this city, so I'll ask you anything if I need anything.
Just don't check the bag.
Just did Ryder and Jacqueline left already?
Yeah, they already left.
I'm gonna follow behind them.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Other than go for staring at a wall. Zakaris, what are you doing?
Gonna wander around the city, I guess, and see what's what. See if I can go find Hondi.
Okay. Well, you would remember that
Hondi
Hondi is
nuts.
not here because he's out
I'll
gathering.
wait.
Okay. So you just wander in the city.
Yep.
So we'll assume that Felix is wandering the city with you, with Bina, so that way he can get the layout of the city because he's never been here. Gopher, you just sitting in the corner still?
Wait, what'd you say?
Are you still sitting in the corner?
No, I'm gonna
Find a tavern.
I'm gonna follow Ryder, see if anything's interesting's going on with him.
Okay, yeah. You following the group there then. So
At this point, he's following Rex because everyone else left so much earlier.
Yeah, basically.
So those that are Zakaris and the Felix group are running around the city, just kind of checking out the new structure of things. Buildings have refurbished wood, using that purple sturdy wood that was once used to make that bridge back at the tribal camp. Seems they may have brought over some more of that wood, because you remember the moment that it was cut, it wouldn't take any kind of physical strain unless it was allowed, and in that point, that was when the bark would change to purple. So cutting it down, and bringing it over. They have restructured buildings and refurbished them with this purple wood that's more durable and ignition proof, so they cannot be ignited, which was a big cause of concern during the initial raid, as far as you would be informed, not actually being a part of it yourself. Stone structures, there's a lot more tribal individuals. A lot of them you don't recognize because they weren't crucial to everything that was going on. And yeah, that's basically all that's happened here. You can tell that there's stands being made that are giving out and distributing small goods. There's actual small commerce, though it's more for like oh, my phone fell. It's more for just general good sales like leathers, hides. You can tell that there's a station that was completely set up by some of the members of the tribal camp because they are selling whatever game they might have caught recently.
Game?
And they all look very fresh. Hunt.
Oh.
That's the word for hunted game.
No video games?
Yeah, no, there's no video games. But, so there's just some commerce and remedial goods kind of distributing around. Those that are going towards Linan's home, you all kind of catch up with each other because, I mean, once you see the others in front of you, you can just kind of run to catch up. Not a huge deal. You can see beyond Linan's house, where you guys had came down the mountain of there is a pretty large tent-like structure off a good 300 feet beyond Linan's house.
That
was not there before, as far as Jacqueline and Rex would understand.
No, I understand where the village is expanding, so I think that's part of it.
Wasn't this the area where we tripped out, where we thought we were swimming in the ground?
That was directly behind Linan's house.
God damn it.
Hey, Felix is here.
Hey.
What's up, Felix? You're hanging out with Zacharias, exploring the city because you don't know anything about Greenest.
Oh, I was told I jumped off the boat.
You fell and died. So
he dead boy.
You got reincarnated as like a plant. So don't worry about it.
Damn it! I was hoping I'd be free.
Calvin wants to be reincarnated.
I mean, you were
what am I
free
stabbed
fallen.
now?
But no, Bina is there with
free of this adventure.
Bina's there with you and Zacharias, and Quinn is in the basket, being carried by Bina. So, the other
hair dyeing.
What?
Did I ask anyone about the hair dyeing?
Not yet. I figured that was something that you would want to do. So, the other four that are there, going towards. Are you guys going towards that tent, or what are you planning on doing?
Yes, that tent-like structure, as you called it.
I mean, yeah, it's tarped. It's set up like a tent. Some would call it, in fact, a tent.
Is it a is it a teepee? A tent?
Teepee.
Regardless, going over towards it, you can hear the bustling of movement and some sweeping, as well as glass clattering.
I tell Jacqueline, remember what happens when we walk in every time.
What happens? You walk in.
Oh, you might see it.
Where's the door? Where's the entrance?
I move his hand to the entrance.
I rush in. Shren!
You don't see anything, but you hear.
Classic.
I lean over to Jacqueline. Is that the thing?
It sure is.
I know.
Why?
Is that on purpose?
I know
it sure was.
I know that.
I'm not gonna go in. I'm gonna.
Hello again, Ryder. How are you?
It's been a while, Shred.
As you look forwards, completely oblivious to where he's initially.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna wait outside.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Okay. Gopher, are you going inside as well?
Yep.
Okay, Gopher. You see, because the other two have seen this man before, you see an elvish man. He's rather short for being elvish and a little bit more frail. His composure is that of what you would imagine to be a hermit, someone that doesn't get around a lot. He doesn't have those same tattooed markings that the other tribal members do that go up their arms into triangular arrows.
Okay.
But he stands there with some spectacles that have two sides to them. One's up here, the other one's down here. They seem like they could flip and open and close.
Okay.
He has behind him a lot of glass apothecary goods and things like that. You can also tell that there is a shattered vial of something on the ground directly in the middle of the room. And he is standing there kind of befuddled and almost regretful.
Oh.
Almost in despair, some would say.
Okay.
He's quite sad that he knows the writer.
I mean, a lot of us are quite sad that we know Ryder, but
This is not my first rodeo.
You don't if you don't know him the first time right away.
But yeah. By the way, Felix, you're with Zakaris, who's not with them. Just to clarify, in case you were confused there. Well, it's good that you're back.
Do I sense some sarcasm in your voice?
No. Maybe. As he starts to sweep up the glass vials, putting them into like a dustpan.
I would offer to help you, but I ran into my own sorts of problems.
Oh. You didn't eat that thing, right?
No. I still have it here, actually. I try to dig for it.
It's still working?
Yep, still works all this time.
It's been 3 months. What?
So, I don't know why you have to keep adding stuff to it to keep it going, but it still works perfectly fine for me.
That's scary. I would not suggest eating it, because if that's the case, it's been 3 months fermenting, whatever it is. I actually haven't been using it anymore, because we don't have our station prepared. So a lot of, I kind of learned some things about it, some things that I didn't want, some things that I did. So I just kind of threw out that substance that I had. So yours is one of the last few.
Ooh, well, I'll keep that for myself. As long as I don't eat it.
Well, right, yeah, if you eat it, then I'm sure you'll probably rot from the inside out. But how have the two of you been? I see a new face. You were not part of the individuals that were trapped by our tribe before. So, can I get your name, sir? Name is Shren.
Gopher, he's talking about you.
He's shy. Don't give him a second.
I just stare at him for a second. I'm like, I'm Gopher.
Gopher. I see. Family didn't care much for you, but okay, fine.
Shren.
Shren is at least. We're getting off topic here. You came because you wanted to find out what I learned, correct?
Yes. Well, actually, first, yes, about the research I gave you to do. Any progress on that? About the Black Flask.
I found out one in particular thing. I do not know of its composition, but I know it doesn't... Whatever it is, the substance itself isn't alive. But it might have once been. And that goes into what I learned about those creatures.
Yes, the ones we saw at the tribe.
Right, the one that you brought to me.
Yes.
I went back, found out a few things involving the room and the way it was described to me. You had said that it was plastered in crimson and blood, so obviously I needed to find out a few things about that room. I learned that whatever that room is, it was probably just a room used to contain them. They had bars up onto the walls, so that way they could restrain individuals. There were claw marks, so I'm going to assume that that was from those that were imprisoned there. However, all of the blood, all of the crimson that was plastered onto the floors, ceilings, and walls were all it must have been excreted at the same time. There was no difference in dried levels. So whatever happened in that room was instantaneous. Which leads me to another concern of mine. On a morbid but positive note, whoever these people were did not suffer, because whatever caused all that blood to vanish instantaneously, that would have instantaneously killed whoever it was. So whatever they are now, they don't feel that pain. Morbid, yes, but it's still a sigh of relief to some degree. I'm going to get into what they are now. So, as I needed to explain the room first, for a very specific reason. These creatures on the inside do not have any shred of blood or organs. There's nothing. There's no heart, there's no liver, there's no internal organs whatsoever.
Because they're all plastered on the walls.
That's what I would assume. Another notion, there is no rib cage. There is no bone structure. Whatever entity on the inside that this was is completely removed. Whether it's gone, whether it was destroyed, pulverized, or just downright disintegrated, there's no remnant of it. They are like a shell, keeping whatever's inside alive. That black substance that you told me when you cut into them began to ooze out of the wound. That substance was alive.
So was the black substance it's what keeping them alive then?
The black substance is the only thing alive. The outer person, the person that it's inside that mutated it, they are a shell, like a gourd. They are a receptacle, keeping whatever black substance is inside of them.
They're a puppet.
Yes, the black substance is what's in control of the body. I'm assuming that that is what keeps their control, and that's why they're jittering in movement, because they are activating the nerves, even though that the interior is completely gone. They're activating the nerves in some way. Because I can tell you, the brain is the only organ that is remaining.
So would you say someone is controlling them and they're not controlling themselves? Since they have no structures inside them besides their brain.
Yes. Again, though, these are not living people. Whatever that person was does not feel this, at least as far as I can tell. Because of what happened in that room, I have to assume that that person perished. Because these two things potentially may not have occurred at the same time. Because doing that would cause a massive amount of force. And that's what causes destruction to the body. And what I was told from what you had found, the person themselves were stable as shells. They had that mutation. They had those draconic scales. They weren't broken, which means that how they got all that blood out is a big concern. I don't know if that's fast. I don't know what that did. I don't know how long the process takes to set up something that instantaneous. My guess is it took a long time, because those claw marks were various amounts. I had to scrape away some of the blood to see it, but there was large amounts of scrapes against the walls and floor.
You said they drained out the blood from their body, right? Correct?
I don't know. I just know that whatever their body was, the blood was expunged out.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe the black substance, or the blood, transformed itself into this black substance?
I have a fair understanding that it's not. The humanoid body contains a certain amount of blood, and considering there was only 3 entities inside that room, it would need a regular amount of blood to plaster the walls, floor, and ceiling in a thick coating of it. So it's not that it transformed, but more so replaced. But like I said, I don't think that occurred at the same time. They had to have removed the blood beforehand. Possibly the black substance breaks down the interior and cleans it like an acid almost.
How about the internal organs? What happened to those? Did you ever find those lying around?
No, that's why I think that the black substance is using that for some sort of nourishment, potentially. But whatever you handed to me was dead. The black substance inside was dead, immovable. These are all some large assumptions that the black substance is what's controlling the body, because I don't have a living organism to test on. And at the same time, I don't think I would be able to have a living organism to test on. But
Because that'd be dangerous.
Exactly.
We encountered a few a while ago that spat acid at us. And
Acid? So it spit?
Yes.
Did it spit black substance?
No, it wasn't black, right, Jacqueline?
It was.
Okay.
It was black bile. So then that would confirm that whatever is inside is definitely acidic. Potentially even caustic. So
It is a poison of some sort. Because it causes a few things to occur. Is Rex still outside?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rex can hear all of us.
I was about to ask the DM if I still can hear all
yeah,
this.
it's a tent. You can hear everything.
Alright.
The one that I know, because I don't remember, was Jacqueline ever bitten or splashed on by these things, if you remember?
Oh, man.
Like, anyone besides Rex?
I don't... Jacqueline probably wasn't, but I remember several people were.
Yeah, I was bitten. Rex was bitten.
Gopher was spewed on. Ryder was spewed on.
Okay. But when
I got spewed on and bitten.
Yeah, you got fucked up. You fell unconscious even.
Yep.
Then I like it how I'm the only one explaining this.
Go ahead, Jacqueline.
Those who have encountered the ooze might be able to describe what the effect felt like.
Oh, right. It felt like... Oh, frick, what was it? It was like a burning sensation, right, Tyler? I'm pretty sure it was.
It was like your skin was bubbling. And then the pain...
was like I was...
Because I know for a fact that Ryder failed his Constitution saving throw against it.
Yes, I did.
It felt like that bubbling was inserted into your body, almost. And as a... Oh, I've got something stuck in my throat.
Stop sucking dick.
Drink some water.
Drink something.
Alright, better. The bubbling kind of like got under your skin almost, and you could feel it burning throughout your entire body.
It's like that itch that you know you have, but you can't actually scratch it because it's like underneath.
A bitch of an itch on my left ass cheek.
Sure. Anyways.
I tell him that then.
Okay. Right. Godelda was talking about how it was like an excruciating pain. Something that was like under her skin that was causing her immense amount of pain. It was like some kind of, like you said, poison almost, but this sounds more acidic, like an acid. Maybe it's both. Alright, well, my research on the Black Flasks has come up null and void, because whatever this substance is, it's slightly different than whatever that substance is.
So they're different.
They're different, but they characteristically are the same. They're immoving, they have that same black tinge to them. I haven't seen any movement from this, so I don't know if it reacts to anything. I've tried a number of chemicals and it just kind of fades to the surface of it.
Shren, by chance, does anyone besides us come back here into your tent with you?
Not with me. I tried to talk to Godelda a few times, but yeah, that was when I had made the discovery of these creatures living inside of them. So I may have been a little, how should I say,
frantic.
Stir crazy.
I turn. Oh, well, Jacqueline, come over here quick. I whisper to Jacqueline.
I'm right here. You don't have to whisper.
Yeah, I know, but no, not sure. And Jacqueline.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
If you need to talk, I can just leave.
No, it's okay. Well, it's just a quick thing. I was kind of thinking maybe we should bring her here.
I guess I should just find them.
Bring
What do you think, Jacqueline?
Godelda here?
No, the one accompany us. They could share knowledge about this stuff, and if no one really comes back here, then I'm pretty sure we could trust Shren.
Precisely.
And
Didn't we specifically actually bring her here to talk to Shren in the first place?
Exactly. And well, since it's a good thing that since no one comes back here, it would be a good place to keep her for a bit.
I was wondering what your question was for.
I'm questioning
Anyways.
why you are whispering if it's gonna directly involve me.
What a...
It's a long story, kind of like his little condition. And this is not
Planning a
necessarily
surprise party.
You're not there, shut up.
We're planning a surprise party.
Happy birthday, Shren!
Hey.
Anyways, we'll bring her here then and see what she thinks. Alright, we'll get going then. We'll come back later today with a new face.
Alright.
And some more broken glass.
Is that what? Wait, what?
Nothing.
Nothing, she's just making a joke.
Alright.
Yeah, make sure you clean up before we come back. It's a mess.
It's
Get out.
It's
Just leave. Take your big friend Gopher with you.
We're off. We'll be back soon.
Rex, what are you doing? You just hanging outside, or you?
I was long gone.
Long gone? You just left?
Yeah, I went to, if I remember correctly, the only store was here before.
Rat's Nest?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great name of a store.
So yeah, you're making your way back there. You'll probably run into Felix, Zakaris, and Bina as well, considering the city's not massive.
Alright. So, Zakaris.
So, my dude.
How's your wandering?
What is eventful, as it sounds.
I might join you, or you want to join with me going to the rats then.
We've kind of wandered around and seen the sights, so yeah, we'll come with you.
Cool. I'm surprised Felix didn't ask you anything.
He's being
I don't get any
uncharacteristically
say in this.
quiet.
Let's go to the store.
Felix.
I'm looking for that hair dye.
Why do you need hair dye? You want to change your hair?
For our friend.
I see.
I don't. What?
To help with less chance of recognition.
I thought we'd just give her a haircut. Alright.
We were going to do both.
Being a
I
pitches
got
in,
left.
Quinn does say that the plan was to do both. So, do you know of a place that might have hair dye, Rex?
I've been to this place before, but I never know anyone who changed hairs. Because this place was a wreck before we came here. So maybe because there's a lot of travelers come in, so by chance maybe one of them might know. So
We could go there, Felix.
Well, let's find out.
Okay. So you all are heading over in that general direction then?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, they're in the same general location, so
I'm gonna go trying to find them too.
you're going to find them.
Lynn, asparagus.
Okay.
Cause he's really the only one I can find.
Okay, then let me ask you before I give the description of where this is. Where are you heading?
Me?
Yeah. If you're gonna try to find Zakaris, where do you head?
Wherever my ring tells me. I guess.
Well, you need to be within 120 feet to know their immediate location.
Well, I guess I can't really decide where to go because I don't know where I'm going.
You don't remember
So
the city?
I will just follow Jacqueline until I could somehow sense asparagus. So, Jacqueline, onwards.
Well.
We're gonna go try to find the group. So I don't know where they could be, but if I could sense him, if I could sense asparagus, I'll let you know.
All right. If I look around, can I see anything right away?
You're coming back from the tent, so you would notice Linan going back into her home. A number of workers are moving large amounts of stone, purple wood. There's a few entities that recover from being in bird flight into standing elven men and women. And that's what you recognize. You don't see the group or anything from where you're standing.
I don't sense them.
You do not sense them.
Just keep walking, I guess, in a direction that makes sense. I don't
know. Going forwards, I suppose, because you would have came from the keep. You would be passing that inn that had the Dorna-shaped hole in the brick wall next to it.
Is it like is the hole framed, please?
The hole,
or is it fixed?
The hole is fixed, but you can tell that it's
where it was.
Because the bricks are placed in different portions, so you can see the outline still, because it's still slightly discolored in comparison to the other bricks.
I just kind of say, well, a good thing, right? I can't see that.
See what?
Nothing. Nothing.
You feel a disturbance in your given
I feel a menacing feeling over in that direction.
Ryder, the only thing you're worried about now is find your ooh lizard.
Oh, stop.
Ooh.
Okay. Those that are going to
my goal is to get scared away from Ryder as much as possible.
Calvin looks like a ghost with just the screen light coming from off of him. Look better now, honestly.
Spooky.
But those that are going to the rat's nest, you can tell that the building isn't crap. It's not trashed like it was before. There's an actual proper sign to the front. The door isn't off of its hinges. There's a new plastered wood, and it's reinforced. There's glass that have windowsills in the sides. There's the balcony that's up on front, or the whatever that is, the vanity that's there with several different railings and everything like that.
Man, Ryder made a great investment in this place. I look through the window. Do I see the deaf guy? The mute guy? Sorry.
You see a recognizable face of someone that is
you
standing
do
there. He does
see
have
a
a
deaf
slight
god.
beard going, and he looks like he's wearing a scarf. This is not scarf weather.
He could be that one guy I know who doesn't talk. Securus. Do you recognize him?
Do I remember this guy?
I'm pretty
Did
sure.
I
No, I'm
ever
pretty
meet
sure
this
I'm the
guy?
only one who knows.
I think Ryder is the only one that actually met this man. And Rex.
Felix
Rex
would obviously know him.
Yeah, Felix obviously knows him. Obviously. No, Ryder and Rex were the only two that went into Rat's Nest before, because Rex was going in to try to buy a potion of healing, and Ryder was going in to do Ryder things, buying a cooking.
I got, yeah, it was like cooking kit, water skin, some
And a
other
pot.
potions. Yeah,
And a pot that you lost in the river.
don't worry about it.
Well, let's go in.
Yep. Entering inside, the calm atmosphere from the city kind of washes in as well as you enter this rustic kind of shop. They don't have a wide variety of things, but they do have general goods. You can actually see they're selling some cloth, a lot of minor metals, minor weaponry, like a dagger, potentially like a small sleuth dagger, so that way you can kind of keep it in your pocket, things like that. Nothing drastic or substantial. There's no magic items, but the man that's there looks up, recognizes Rex.
So,
puts up his hand, silent.
We're here, bros. Oh, I was wondering, you guys have rope to sell?
And he pulls out from like the bottom area this bag, and he pulls open part of it, rummages through. You can hear some like glass clinking, some metals clattering into each other, and he pulls out about like 50 feet of hempen rope, puts it onto the counter.
Ooh, I'll take that. And you guys don't have any potions in sale, do you?
And he goes into the back. You can hear some movement, like a crate kind of opening, just a pulls out. Looks to be about a singular vial, and he gives like a shrug with just the one.
Is that a minor, if I see?
It is in fact a minor potion healing.
How much are you selling for the potion, my good friend?
He jots down on a piece of paper 50 gold pieces for the potion.
How much is the rope?
Give me a sec. He writes down, he crosses out, he puts a 1 next to that 50.
1 gold?
Gives a nod.
No, Calvin, 1 platinum.
It's actually 501 gold now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, that 155 gold I'm seeing right there as a total price?
Yeah, the entire rope is made of solid platinum.
Well, I guess I'll just take the rope instead. I need to save up my money. Spent a lot already.
Takes the potion
before.
back.
So I was curious, you just browsing or?
I have nothing to purchase.
Hair dye.
You can see him kind of like looking up, thinking. He jots down on like a piece of paper he pulls out, and it says hair dye or paint.
Hair dye.
puts up a finger, goes into the back. Oh, someone's looking for... Okay, give me 1 moment. I need to finish reading this page. And he comes out, writing down a note. 1 sec, she will be with you. And after a few moments, a woman with slightly kind of, it's not green, but it's like a that yellowish greenish kind of tint to the hair. It's like a yellow with a green highlight. Walks around the corner. She's blonde with a green highlight, probably a better way to say it. And Rex would recognize this woman as the wife of the husband that was here before, because this is their uncle, the one that's mute, their friend.
Oh, okay.
That was mute. It's not the actual husband, it's the uncle. And as a result, she comes around the corner. I was told someone's looking for hair dye.
This guy.
Me.
I point at Felix.
Is there a specific kind? I haven't made any in a while, but I can probably get something going if you give me some time, depending on what kind of pigment you're looking for.
Can you just match my hair color?
What's your hair color?
I don't know. I honestly never thought about that.
You don't even know what your hair color is?
Funny enough, it's silver.
What the?
How do you not know what your hair color is?
While they're chatting up to each other, I go to Bina's holding Gwen, right?
Quinn. Yes.
Quinn?
It's Quinn, not Gwen.
Quinn?
Quinn.
Like the League of Legends champion.
Quinn?
Yes. How are you and Jordan both not getting that? Jordan
What, Quinn? I know how to say it.
Yeah, but when we first were doing it, you also screwed up saying Quinn.
Well, yeah, and then Jake told me, just like the League of Legends champion. I was like, oh, easy.
Yeah.
It's Quinn.
I whisper, like, what color do you want?
I don't care. Whatever is available, I guess.
So silver.
Probably
all of
not.
them.
My hair's already silver.
I'm not there.
Okay, not silver. How about white?
Such a difference.
Oh, pink.
Probably not something that makes me stand out.
Okay, yeah, because that's my job.
We could just do black. Black will be fine.
Yeah, black. I asked the wife. Oh, black.
I mean, I can make something easy enough. It's one of the more common, considering how many different things that are black. I can make something easily. If that works for you. I mean, you're not the one asking for the dye. Okay, if it works, then it works. If you come back in about an hour, I can have it prepared, and it'll be... Does 2 gold sound reasonable for the time and the cost? Okay, thank you. I'll get that done in about an hour, and it'll give you enough to at least supplement. Probably good. Dye maybe 2 or 3 times, depending on how much I can make.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I'll have it ready then. And she goes back into the back. You can hear like some the sound of like
a whip
pulling
cracking.
of metals. Yeah.
Oh. Get back to work. Black dye now.
I go to the mute guy. I say, "Nice knowing you." I left out the door.
Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you.
Wow.
He's gonna fucking die. He's gonna be the black paint.
Nice meeting you. Again.
Nice knowing you. Bang.
He gives a nice nod. Yeah, he just shoots you.
Who cares what we want to do next?
I have nothing else to do. We should go find the others.
I guess we're more wandering around then.
Basically, after some time, you guys meet up with each other. We don't need to role play out searching.
Oh, hi guys!
Who's this
Yeah,
guy?
he sees you so well.
Alright. So, is Quinn with you guys?
No, they left her on a
No, who is this
bench
person?
somewhere.
Look, I wouldn't have to ask if I could see.
You shouldn't have to ask, knowing the plan.
Okay.
But anyway.
Let's go. We all have to. We're taking us somewhere somewhat safe.
Where?
To the person that we were talking about.
Yes, the person we want you to talk with about all this,
Right.
about your research.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to get to that. I thought it was going to happen after the hair dye.
That's why I'm asking for how long. Because that's
Well, if anything, we could drop off the hair dye.
What?
Let's just go.
Okay.
Lead the way, Jacqueline.
Sure. Lead the way, Gopher. Just
I
kidding.
don't know this place.
You've been there already. I swear, this guy is useless when he's sober.
No, I will lead the way.
Okay. Make your
We're
way
all
there.
useless when we're
It's
sober.
not difficult. There's no swimming through dirt or anything like that. That occurs.
Going through a river.
No parakeets.
You're
No
dirty.
mushrooms.
Everyone makes it to this building. Well, this tent, rather.
Tent-like structure.
100%
Alright.
normal. God.
Alright. I'm going in. Where's the door? Where's the entrance?
I move him in a direction. I don't put his hand on the door. It's obviously not where the door is, and I say, "There's the entrance."
I walked straight and with my hands forward.
It feels like you're touching a brick wall. It's warm, and then you're just like patting.
This
up
is
against
not
it.
This is not a tent. This is a house.
He seems to be prodding at your waist, at like your abdomen.
Alright.
Built like a stone wall.
and as
stop.
as this
Don't
as
stop.
this is occurring, I will just be Shren.
This time you hear, ah! There's no glass shatter.
Oh.
Perfect, what I was hoping for, and then I just walk.
Walking in, you can see him very delicately putting down a glass vial onto the shelf.
Oh, you bitch! You over there.
We have brought our special guest.
Well, you brought several. Is it?
The one in the, there's one in the basket.
There's one in the basket?
Yes.
It's not the girl, the weird eye patch bandaged man, or anything. It's the one in the basket.
I call in. They're irrelevant for you. Maybe.
Peeking up from the
How
basket.
rude.
What? What'd you say, Felix?
How rude.
That we're all irrelevant.
For his cause. For now. Don't worry.
Opening up the top of the lid, you can see Quinn just kind of like peeking out. Hello? Is this the man that they talked about with those black flasks and those weird creatures?
Yes. That's him.
She's the one that you wanted to bring here.
Yes.
Yes. Precisely.
Alright. Hello, my name is Shren. I guess I've been doing this. Why did they bring you exactly?
She's been doing similar research.
Right, like Jacqueline says, I've been doing some on my own, trying to ascertain a way to possibly reverse engineer it into a cure, sort of. How old are you? I'm 13, going into 14, so I mean, oldish, I guess. I am older than you, even reversed in age.
So what, 41?
Well, you're an elf. That's not exactly hard.
No, but it's weird. It's weird. All right.
I'll give you that.
His pride has been hit. We'll just say that.
I wish I could see the look on his face.
I describe it in great detail.
Ah, you just see me chuckle.
So they go into talk about like what he found, talking about like the whole gourd thing and talking about that. So now everyone knows about that. And I'll basically get to the point where they talk about her findings because that does actually matter to him, considering he doesn't know anything. So
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick.
What?
I will go over to Gopher, lean in, and just like kind of say to him, if you would go out and kind of just keep watch, I guess, and I have a I have something of yours that you'll get when we're done.
I sneak out stealthily.
Hearing something that is yours that possibly Jacqueline has, you go into immediate just like
he goes into super soldier Captain America mode.
Stepping out, you stand
I'm
extremely...
honestly surprised he isn't trying to take it from you.
He doesn't know that she has it, so
it could just be his armor.
It could be. As you make a perception check, go for it, because when you step out, you can tell nobody's around. So make a perception check.
The freaking cat came and jumped on me. Oh, she fucked the roll up. She caught it. She's good. Alright, what's my perception? What's my perception?
His natural 20 is gone.
Yeah, his natural 20 is gone.
Your perception is +8.
Holy. Alright, 16.
16. You're keeping a vigilant eye out. You're paying attention. You see a cat wander around near you
and jump on you.
You're initially fearful for it, and then it just
with a whole bunch of arrows in it.
No. And it just avoids contact with you. You almost feel like it's gonna jump into your lap or something, but you stand stoic and it passes you by.
Get out of here! Get off!
So,
and then you look left and it's on your shoulder somehow.
It's now the parrot. The monodrone's back.
Oh shit!
Right, the cat.
The cat is the monodrone.
That monodrone's gonna come back and haunt us in the future.
Oh my god, she's already back.
Yeah, that's what we said.
So as Shren finishes his talk on what he had discovered, Quinn looks quizzical. You haven't seen it move. Why? Wait, no, that's why. Okay. So do you... I don't know how to ask this. She, like, turns around to whisper to whoever's closest to her, probably, Jacqueline.
Felix?
Probably Felix. Yeah, no, Felix. Does he know about... No, because you wouldn't know, because you haven't been here before. Jacqueline, does he know about your situation with...
Oh, that no, he does not.
This will be hard to explain then.
Because I was one of the first to learn about it.
Right.
We don't necessarily have to explain it. We could. Do we have any of those?
Well, they're all the same. The thing is that he hasn't had it react to anything because it hasn't been specific. I don't know if he's tested certain blood before.
I mean, we could if we had a couple flasks demonstrate.
He has a flask.
Alright.
I'm sure we have some too. I have at least
Yeah,
you in my...
We gave you all of ours.
The point,
Yeah,
the point
you
is
have
that
all of us.
I was asking if he knew because I was going to bring it up by accident. Okay. So, it can react to certain things. There's specific blood it can react to Really, I've tried my own, and it didn't do anything.
I'm sure Shren didn't have that accent before.
I don't care.
You're up.
I don't remember anything about it. But well, I mean, the blood was my own, and it didn't react to anything. It just kind of pooled at the top. So, what kind of specific blood?
pull my dagger.
Certain people.
Pull my dagger. Tell me what's shown.
Oh, I was gonna pull out one of my cards.
And everyone just starts cutting themselves and pouring it into this thing.
I would put
Rapier!
So someone drops a drop of their blood, I'm guessing, into it.
I guess I'll do it. Oh,
Jesus.
Man, everyone, all 7 of you just start...
Well, realistically speaking, we do kind of need, like, multiple people to do it.
Myself, I'll point out.
Technically, okay, let me ask this. What kind of blood do you want? Because there's different...
Calvin, he knows. Like, we know what we need. What he's talking about. The people with the things.
I poke my head inside the tent. You can use my blood.
Get out! Or you don't get your thing.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I would actually, we would probably like to have, myself, Rex, Ryder, and, Zakaris all. Just to prove that it's not just one person. And a fluke of sorts.
Okay, I mean, you don't all have to injure yourselves. If someone just did one and then said that that's the same effect from those 3, it would be the same thing.
Maybe.
I mean, I would not assume that you're coming to lie to me. I don't think that's what's causing this.
Well.
I take out my hand.
Okay. Someone puts a little droplet of their blood in, because virtually anyone except for Bina and Quinn can do it. So
I take out my hand.
And go
Oh, really? Felix can?
Wait, say that again?
Oh.
You've tried that.
I guess I forgot.
But, yeah. So it the moment that the drop kind of like touches it, it goes and it's gone again, and you can see like it move. Okay, yeah, that is different. That is different. Okay, so it, like you said, and this reacts with many of you, right?
Majority of us, yes.
Yes. Jordan
Shh. I wanted to. I held back.
I see. Okay. Then, this is concerning, because then if that's the case, is it alive or is it not? Well, whether it's alive or not, I guess doesn't matter. At least for now. We know that whatever it is, you don't want to drink it. I also was told before about that reminds me, the bubbling black flask, right? Somebody told me about that, but they didn't have one themselves, right? Like, I think whoever gave me this one, he pulls out the black flask that you guys had just put a droplet of blood into. They was talking about how someone had a bubbling version of this, right?
Yes, the
Handi did.
Handi, or the hag, that's right, the hag had it and then gave it to Handi.
Yes, but it is consumed.
Right, I couldn't replicate that. I tried a number of things between boiling it, which didn't do anything. It actually didn't even retain the heat, which was concerning. I tried mixing a portion of it with different substances, and it didn't have any effect. So what I think it would be is we can classify the two as different. Maybe they're two different substances.
Or perhaps enough of the special blood, as we're chosen blood, as I'm going to call it. If enough were mixed in, introduced into the substance, maybe it evolves, per se.
I mean, would you want to try? You can try putting in a gout of blood. Apparently it doesn't like me, but it likes most of you.
I look around the room quizzically.
I take out my hand again.
I don't hesitate.
So, as you put out your hand, Felix punctures with a dagger and a scimitar comes cutting down.
What the? I thought one of you guys was gonna do it.
I can see Sakara's like, good.
Good. Ryder, you take 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
And
my pride.
a fair amount of blood kind of like pours in. You just keep dangling above, and as you kind of put it in and in, eventually it stops, obviously, because you just kind of like pull away. And there, it pooled in probably enough that it was the same amount as the black substance that was in it, and it slowly begins to morph it and push it into it and flatten out, and all that remains is the black substance. There's no change.
So, did it work?
No, we need more.
It's either that or you need... If you need a lot, I don't know how much it would be. So we could be at this for a fair amount of time. I want to assume that it doesn't require the same amount as a person.
We could always try.
We do have 5 of them here.
Do you guys do this to test it? Because we don't need to roleplay that out. We could just say you guys injure yourselves to pool in amount.
Well, I'm already bleeding, so get a bucket.
Brain Rider.
Oh my god, this is fucking horrible.
I guess. Sakaris, you want to do the honor?
Alright.
Before you even finished stabbing you.
Alright, so you guys bodily injure each other. We'll say each of you get a total of 10 hit points of damage. You get at least a good solid, like... well, whoever doesn't partake gets like a solid 10 points of damage. And you get several... fucking... I don't know. You get like 2 gallons of blood or something.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's a lot.
I don't know how much blood you
across 4 people, that's actually not.
It's a half gallon per person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And slowly you guys are funneling it into this black flask. It's disgusting. The room is smelling like iron at this point.
I'm getting out the tent. I'm out. Bye.
After like a minute.
I'll use prestidigitation to blow away the
Yeah,
smell.
you can just change the smell. You can blow it out in the air. Go for what you hear is the sound of people dying inside. They're cutting each other, and you peek your head in, and you can just see people putting blood into like a jar. You would have heard them talking about injuring each other for this, but it's still somewhat disconcerting.
I just thought about it. Can we use the alchemy jug to make blood?
It won't be the right stuff, no.
No.
Oh, good point. Good point. Never mind.
I also don't think blood is a utility, sustenance, or condiment.
It could be for a vampire.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Utility and medical.
Yeah, transfusions.
No. Because I'm getting away from this disturbing context.
1 gallon of O negative blood.
You guys funneled in 2 gallons of blood into this 6-ounce amount of black substance. And over the course of several minutes, it encompasses the black substance, just continues to break it down and then flattens out back into its 6-ounce substance. There does not seem to be a change.
Well, we're not doing that again.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I'm gonna go sit down a bit.
Sit down where?
I just sit.
On the floor.
We can assume, this is Quinn talking at this point, as she kind of looked away to make sure that she didn't see everyone stabbing themselves and pouring it into a vial. It either takes a very large amount of blood to evolve, or it's something else entirely. I'm leaning more towards the latter because of the amount that this 6-ounce substance has endured.
I'm gonna use my feature to heal each one of the 4 who participated by a d6.
Yeah, you can heal people. You're not at risk of anything, so I mean, yeah, you get everyone's health back up, and they just relax out.
I mean,
so we retain 10 point.
Well, you retain a d6, so.
So a d6.
Jacqueline gets 6 back. Gareth gets 5, and the other 2 get 3.
There you go.
Ow.
Pinpointing your importance there.
Yep.
As you are doing that. Okay. Do you want me to help out? Okay.
Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
Okay.
So back to our session.
Okay.
Cat.
Yep, Gizmo's now in here because he's sad that he was not able to snuggle up to me. But as you, I completely got sidetracked there.
You got
Basically,
distracted by a cat.
I did. I got Katos distracted. So where was this conversation going again?
Something about the blood, not the quantity of blood.
Right.
I was about to say something.
Right. Jacqueline.
Shred, have you, when experimenting, I guess, on the creatures, did any black ooze from them, like, come out?
Well, yes, they still had a substantial amount inside of them, but it didn't react to anything. I don't know about this blood. You could try that, but I kept a small amount of that because I wasn't sure, because obviously I'm not going to retain a body like that. I disposed of it, but I retained some of the innards just in case, so that way I can try to compare the two.
Nice.
And you tried mixing the 2 black substances together.
That was the first thing I did, and they did not do anything. They actually separated from each other. So. But that's as far as my research has taken me. And clearly, Quinn has some interesting information, so maybe we'll share some notes here, and we'll go from there.
We'll bring back the die for you later. Shren, we trust you with her. Don't do anything creepy.
Well, how long am I keeping her?
How long are we staying here for?
Not long.
I would
What he
imagine
said.
only a day is needed to share notes, because if we want to go to Zakara as soon as possible, Gopher's situation doesn't seem to be getting better. So the longer we wait,
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
The longer we wait, the worse that it could potentially get.
We'll rest up here for the night, and then we'll head off first thing in the morning and gather the supplies today.
That sounds fair.
Alright.
Well, we'll set off after we've taken care of the hair dyeing here.
Right. I mean, we can handle that here in Shren's abode. Is that fair, Shren? Hair dye? I mean, it's not gonna
I
do
thought we had to do that. We would end up in the shop for that.
Oh, right. No, yeah, we could probably just do it there then. She probably knows how to do it better than most.
Yeah, so you might
I'm
want to
saying-
just disguise yourself before we go. Give yourself like blonde hair.
Well, I thought it was black.
It's black.
You have silver hair at the moment.
I don't know how hair
Not an
dyes work.
exactly natural hair color.
Well, I would
Black-
imagine black
silver
mixing
to
with
black?
white doesn't make yellow.
I believe you might be talking about until we get the black hair dye.
Oh,
Correct.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I can. Yeah, I have some magics I can do. Though I'm worried that it might be odd because she'll put the black hair dye on and it won't change the illusion's hair.
Right.
Focus to make it change. Look as it's changing.
I mean, I could also just not be disguised.
Fair point.
I mean, I can. I don't know. Are people not
Do we
trustworthy
have a
here?
hat? Why don't we do it now?
Why don't we do a hat? This is all this hair dye talk. A hat.
Let's put a hat
wear
on.
to wear to the hot hair dyeing.
Oh, I see.
I want to keep as many people fighting someone with silver hair to a minimum, because that makes it harder for anyone to track you down.
That's fair. All right. Well, I guess that's the plan then. Yeah, we'll get the hair dye.
So does anyone have a hat?
I don't think I don't think anyone has a hat.
Look, I look at Gopher.
Hat.
Just wear the basket lid.
I'm outside. You can't look at me.
I can just hide in the basket till we get there.
Yes, but you getting out of the basket there is going to also cause rumors.
I don't think that we're gonna get out of this without a rumor unless you go buy a hat.
We'll go buy a hat.
I'll go buy a hat.
Okay, you can easily go buy a hat.
Making such a big deal out of this. What the fuck?
As little of a trail as possible.
I get that. So you can find someone who's selling hats and cloths and stuff. They're selling them.
Is his name Ethan?
No, but his name is Thehan, and Thehane, and
The Oddman?
The Oddman. Yes,
Oh,
the
no.
Oddman building a hat. He decided to leave the party to go make hats.
Out of leaves.
Job.
He leaves.
One of them is suspiciously
It's
panther
True
fur.
Dream making hats.
That's fucked up.
That's real. And we just stabbed each other.
Oh man. You go. He sells the hats. It's a very remedial, boring kind of like sun cap, just to try to wave off the heat. And it's bright colors. It's just yellow, and it's just wide rimmed.
I tell him if it will fit Quinn.
It'll fit Quinn. It's bless you.
I buy
It's yeah. It only costs about 1 silver. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing super long term either. It's not gonna last super long, but it'll get the job done for being sun protection.
Alright. I bring her the hat.
Okay.
That was a whole debacle for no reason.
Wearing the hat, you're going over to the hair dye place. And unless anyone's doing anything else, I'm just fast tracking this.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I want to go to the shop.
Oh boy.
So,
The same one?
That's where we're going.
Rat's Nest?
yeah.
Okay. Going there too.
Actually, I'm just gonna go back to the ship and just chill around there.
Okay, just hanging out inside the ship.
Me
Yep.
too. I'll go to the ship too.
Gopher, the captain, goes back to the ship. Alright. Zacchaeus, you going back as well, or are you heading back to Rat's Nest?
I'll go back to the ship. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Since everyone's going back to the ship, I guess.
Okay.
Right.
So it's Ryder.
So it's
Ryder,
Felix.
Bina, and Felix, and now this child wearing
Quinn.
a yellow sun
Sun.
cap.
That's all that's left in town.
The entire town's just empty now. Everyone went to the ship. Going to the rat's nest, you enter inside, and about an hour has passed. We'll say, doesn't matter. And she stands there, looking rather patiently. Oh, good, you're back. Is this the one that you needed the hair dye for? The little one.
Yep.
Alright, I do have to tell you that dyeing your hair is going to feel a little bit off-putting. It's going to... It's okay, ma'am. I've actually dyed my hair once before. It's something that I've done a few times in my life, so... Thank you, though. And she gives a nod. Alright, well, we'll take care of that here in a few minutes, even. It's fast acting. And goes into the back, taking off the sun cap, dyeing it. It's a lot more, because what she was holding was like a liquefied substance in a small kind of ceramic pot, and going into the back. A few minutes pass, a few minutes turn to probably about 10, and Quinn comes out from the back with some slight, it's like extremely dark gray colored hair. It's not pitch black, but it's extremely dark in comparison to the silver hair that she had before. It's slightly trimmed. It doesn't make a big bun anymore. It makes a slightly smaller one, but you can tell that she's definitely unrecognizable from the silver-haired version of herself, but if someone was to stare at her face long enough, they probably would recognize her.
You look good.
Thank you. I'm glad that she did it and not, no offense to you all, but I don't think any of you have ever done dyeing before.
Oh, of course not. Why do you think I wanted to find somewhere and make sure we went there?
Well, thank you. The woman comes out from the counter. All right, that's a total of 2 gold, please, if you would.
Oh, I already paid, but okay.
Okay, there. She gets paid.
She got paid.
So,
are you guys selling anything else?
We're not really fully stocked with anything unless you need some like general goods. We don't have any specialties or anything like that.
Okay. That's fine. I was thinking maybe... Is that one guy still here? From what I can remember being here last time?
Which one? Our uncle?
The one who can't speak.
I mean, he is, currently he likes to rest when he can, so...
Okay. I'll come by tomorrow and say hi, then.
I mean, I can go get him. By resting, I don't mean sleep. It's 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
It is? Oh, man. I feel like it's been a long day.
I know, it's because
my arm twitches.
Doing things. We have debacles about hair dyes and hats.
And stabbing each other.
Hey, I've only been here for like 20 minutes.
It's been longer than that. We've been recording for like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
So, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I had to get in the time I missed.
Yeah. Okay, so does everyone just go back to the ship and just relax for the remainder of that day? Does anyone
I'm going to Maryland, so you know.
Okay. Going to Maryland's home?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give a description on that and then we'll cut it there.
Is someone going with him?
I don't know, is someone going with...
See?
Oh. Yeah. Fair enough.
I guess I'm going with.
You're already on the ship. Yeah, you're in the ship with us.
No, Asparagus is coming with me.
He comes back to the ship to get Zacchaeus.
God. The only person that can go with Ryder is Felix, right? He's the only one close to him.
I ain't taking Ari.
No, all right. I got the fix for this. All right. As you finish dyeing Quinn's hair, beginning to leave, Marilyn comes out from the large temple to Chateau, and you can tell that the temple itself has been refurbished as well. It's much better kept up. The door isn't destroyed, blown inwards anymore. Any damage that raiding group of kobolds and cultists did has been fully repaired. It seems that though the Temple of Chateau is the only source of religious belief here, many individuals go here for peace when they are kind of feeling stressed or worried. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see you all here. Who's the little one with you?
Oh, this is Quinn.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Quinn. I haven't seen you around. Right, they're taking me to my home. It was a mix-up when I was on the ships. They said that they were going one way, and they went a different. So I ended up in the city of El Terrell instead of my home. That's across the Dijini Desert. It was a very large, skewed-off path. Oh. All right. I guess stay safe. They're a weird bunch.
Yes, we are. But Marilyn, we'll be staying the night. If you don't mind, I'll like to go stay with you tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I thought that was the case. How long are you staying for, though?
Just tonight. We had to leave in the morning.
I see. All right.
So, if you don't mind, if you can guide me, because eyes.
Right, you're blind. We can have a talk about that, I suppose.
Yes, we will. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll meet you by the... I don't know. Where you guys want to meet?
Just me, that's where we're going to leave.
Riveting talk. What happened to you, Calvin? Did you get punched in the face?
No, it's getting really too hot in my room, so I'm getting bloody nose.
Oh, that sucks.
No, because we could
sacrifice it. If I had noticed that, I'm back to what I was saying. Oh, just meet us back where we're leaving.
Where's that?
What?
Meet us back where we're leaving.
Meet us back where we're leaving.
Correct.
The
That's
boat.
not a grammatically correct sentence.
The boat. The ship.
It does not convey anything that you're trying to say.
Yeah.
The vaguest thing I think I've ever heard a human being say.
So strange. Felix is being vague around this person he doesn't know.